A very good morning and a warm welcome to my dear students of class 8th. I welcome you all to this new class of social science in history where we are starting chapter number 2, which is from trade to territory. In the previous class, children, we saw an introduction to the chapter that after the Mughals, when Aurangzeb died, this was a time for the arrival of the most powerful time, which were Britishers. And then now let us see the fresh new topic of the chapter, which is East India Company comes east. In 1600, the East India Company acquired a charter. Charter means a written grant, a written permission, a legal document from Queen Elizabeth I, which said that it was granting the sole right to trade in East. With this charter, the company had no fear of competition, as no other company of England could trade in East except the East India Company. When Britishers came to India, they came with a legal document. To make you understand in simple words, they came with a legal document which is known as the charter. So in this charter or legal document, it was mentioned by the Queen Elizabeth clearly that no other trading company of England will come in the eastern side of the globe or eastern side of the earth for trading or for business. The whole sole right for trade was given only to East India Company. I hope this much is clear to you. Now, with this charter, children, company could venture across new oceans looking for new lands for different type of goods at cheaper prices and cheaper rates like spices, cotton, fabric, etc., which they could take it back to Europe and sell it at a higher price. But was it easy? But was it easy for East India Company to trade in East? When it entered India, children, it found some competitors who were already trading. Children, these Britishers were not the first one from the world to come and trade. There were other traders from world who were trading with our country. Who were they? The answer to this question was they were the Portuguese who entered the India in year 1498 when Vasco da Gama discovered the sea route to India and reached Calicut. Even the Dutch arrived in India in 1595. Then came the French in Pondicherry, and this created a huge problem as the goods became more expensive, resulting into less earning of East India Company. When East India Company came to India, they thought they will try to gain lot of profit. Children, kindly ignore the ringtone. So they tried to gain lot of profit, but they could not do so, because when they came to India, there were already the Dutch, the Portuguese who were trading in India. Now, what did company do after that? When they saw that already these two trading companies were having trade in India, then the goods which they wanted at a cheaper prices, they were getting at expensive rates. What did East India Company do then? In order to safeguard the its interest, each and every trading company entered into a trade war. So they started sinking ships of their rivals, blocked routes, and did all sort of things to stop different competitors. This also led to conflict with the local rulers. Now, children, let us take an example. Suppose you go to a new city and you want to deal into some items, say jewelry, diamond jewelry. Then you will see that place already there are some 2-3 big established jewelers who are dealing in diamonds. Obviously, you are going to face tough competition with them. Now, out of anger and frustration, what will you do? You will block their parcels, you will block their goods, their imports, their exports, so that they suffer, and ultimately you win the race. So this, and I mean, these were the tricks which were played by East India Company. So children, in the next class we are going to study that East India Company begins its trade in Bengal, and I will start this topic in the next class, but for now you should read this much chapter and understand the chapter very well, so that you get to start with a new concept in the next class. Thank you so much children. Have a nice day and take care. Bye bye.